Hello, friends. Welcome in. This is Jennifer. You've reached Earth, Wind, and Fire Tarot. I'm here today to do a check-in on the energy for y'all and to see what messages we might get from Spirit. So, this is just a general reading, not specific. I want to see where we're starting our energy at today, what we need to focus on, what might get in our way, what might hem us up, what advice and potential outcome. Now in the pre-shuffle, I was getting images of butterflies, rabbits, pineapple, ladybugs. What's the obstacle? The numbers 1010, cycles completing, which we've been talking about that in the last couple of days. There's things that are changing and there's old ways of being that are falling away. So it's kind of a time to ask yourself the question, what do you want to bring with you and what is ready to be left behind? You might need to meditate on that, rest a bit for it, and see what those answers are for yourself. But what I'm showing today is the overall energy is the Two of Skulls, which is a crossroads energy, being of two minds about something, not quite sure which way to go yet. Starting out the week with the Terrapin of Skulls. The Terrapin of Skulls. This is the energy of clarity and empowerment. This is, and we've been talking about this the last couple of days, there's been a lot of changes going on, and a new path has been cleared just for you. And so as you remain in your integrity and take these focused steps forward, the path is going to continue to open for you. But this change is exhausting. A spiritual awakening has been exhausting. So make sure to take some rest for yourself. This will give you the opportunity to really kind of meditate on what it is you want to bring forward and what it is, what's time, what you need to leave behind. Prioritize your own mental health and spiritual well-being. So what could hem you up this week is the Saint. This is like the Hierophant card. Authority and structure, institutions. So, your duty and your social responsibility could become overwhelming with this other work that you've been doing. Being your own hero, facing your fears, all that work we've been talking about the last couple of days, it is exhausting. And your social obligations could be, this is where you need to focus on your rest this week. And also on, taking a practical approach to life. This is your advice, the King of Pentacles. Be realistic and practical. Get outside, get grounded. And in the end, King of Skulls, King of Swords, a new sense of self-discipline. Understanding your thoughts and how you react to them. Have the power to determine your life and choosing to do what's right instead of what's easy. And that's going to help you get out of this two minds too, being of two minds. All right. I'm going to pull out some clarifiers for this reading. Make sure I don't have the extra cards in here. There we go. Okay. All right, let me give these a good shuffle and we'll take a look at this. Now, I don't think I said this in the beginning, so I do want to reiterate that this is a general reading, not specific. So please take it as it resonates in your life and leave the rest behind. Don't give your power away to tarot, to thine own self be true. Now, if this reading does resonate with you, I would appreciate it if you would like or comment down below, have some interaction with this channel, with the reading. It does help the reading to get out to anybody else who might need to hear this message. I've noticed a few new subscribers in the last week, so I want to welcome you in. Thank you for subscribing. Every little bit helps, and I am grateful for your contribution. All right, so with that, I'll go ahead and split this deck and get some clarifiers for this message. Okay, so Terrapin of Skulls, tell us about this energy. Oop. Yeah. I have this deck upside down. What is going on here? One more card, please. There we go. And that came out with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups. High Priestess wanted to show herself there, listening to her intuition. Yeah, so this is the new path has opened up for you. You've been doing the healing work. And the new path has opened up, and it looks like you're not quite sure which direction to go in yet. There we are, two minds. That's where we're starting the week out. That's okay. So we got the rest is what you need to be focusing on. Meditation on what your Nine of Cups is. What is your wish fulfillment? What is it that you want to have in your life? Oh, and still, still releasing some of that grief that you've been working through. This is also, what we were talking about, deciding on what it is, what it's time to leave behind. What is it time to let go of and leave behind? Ascension by subtraction. Because see, he's looking at these 3 cups that he's leaving behind, but there's still these 2 other cups over here. These 2 other cups over here that are upright. As soon as he turns around and ready to look at them. And to be able to move forward. All right, so look at him up the collective this week is the Saint. Knight of Pentacles. Long-term plans. That's an obligation for sure. Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. These are 2 competing knights for sure. One of them is slow moving. Wow, can I say that out loud? Slow moving. Slow moving and methodical. While the Knight of Swords is very swift of action, swift of thought, swift of action, maybe a little bit overzealous at times. So your obligations could be making you feel very conflicted this week or today. Either you want to slow things down and they're speeding up, or else you want to speed things up and things seem really slow. But your obligations today are feeling very at odds with each other. All right, so your advice today is to stay practical. Yeah, look at that. And 10 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. Put an end to anything that's not bearing good fruit. The 7 of Pentacles is taking a look at what you're investing in and deciding which ones are worth the effort and which ones are not. And the 10 of Swords, put an end to the things that are not worth the effort anymore, that are not moving along in your story. Yeah, look at that. What are you putting your effort into? Is it working for you or against you? Is it in alignment with where you're going? Or is it in alignment with where you've been? What you're trying to ascend from? And that's where you kind of you take a look at all that stuff and you decide, what is adding to my life at this point? And what is pulling at my life at this point? Put an end to that. Okay. So then the outcome here is the King of Skulls. Tell me about this outcome. We've got, getting out of rough seas and moving on to calmer waters, moving forward. What's this? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Ooh, very nice. Moving forward into this new energy. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. This is very grounded energy, but also very vibrant and fiery. This is somebody that's practical, but has a vision for where they want to go. That's great energy. And this is where this discipline comes in. You get this discipline with the King of Swords, and that gives you the ability to move forward in a practical way, which is your advice anyway. That's fantastic. Look at that. And then you're going to be seeking out new partnerships. Now, these partnerships could be in business or in love or in friendship or, what have you. Just new partnerships where you're in alignment, new alignment. Oh, this is pretty. It is going to turn out okay. Growing isn't easy all the time, but it's worth it. Doing the next right thing isn't easy all the time. That's why they say it's the next right thing, not the next easy thing. All right, I'm going to close out this reading, the Spirit Junkie Oracle message. If you've made it this far, and this reading has resonated with you, put some, mark it with ladybugs. You're reemerging as something new. Ladybug, butterfly, good luck. You have good luck on your side, and you're emerging new after a period of healing. All right. That'll do it. All right, let's take a look here. What final message does this collective need to see today to help them stay in alignment with their highest good? And the highest good of those about them. Here's the closing message they need to see today. Oh, lovely. I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. And with that, I will let you go. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, that this was helpful, and that you left in a better place than you found it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.